Finna blab that. I don't give a fuck about these fake ass thugs. Out catch face, little bitch, put 'em up. Crippin' Theo Block, call me Jason. Your man's on the shirt, so you know we ain't playing. Lil Lo.
All right, here I am today with Lil Loc, or my friend Anthony right here.
What's
Introduce
going
yourself
on?
a little bit.
My name's Anthony. I'm pretty much I know Riley through football through high school and stuff. We know each other through the schoolyard and stuff. But yeah, so I'm a little artist from the Bay Area. I'm from Hayward, California. So yeah, I'm pretty much doing a little interview with my boy right now.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's start off. Um, how has hip hop made an impact on the current state of the world in your
It's
eyes?
made a in my eyes, it's made a huge impact due to the fact of the hip hop industry itself. It's made a lot of movement in the fact of like fashion statements, you know what I'm saying? The way people dress, the language, the way we dance, like especially for the Bay Area, we got Mac Dre with all the
Hmm.
influence, with the Dizzle dance, everything. So yeah, it's just it it made a huge impact for for that little segment pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially in the Bay.
Oh yeah,
The Bay is
definitely,
so big.
definitely.
Yeah. All right, and then do you think hip hop should be an inclusive or exclusive genre?
I feel like it should be inclusive because inclusivity, you know what I'm saying? Like it it makes the genre grow and like it grows on other platforms, you know what I'm saying? And with everyone taking a part of it, embracing each other's backgrounds and different cultures, you know what I'm saying? Embracing different cultures, backgrounds from all over the place. I feel like inclusivity is where it's really at for the hip hop industry. I don't think it should be exclusive at all. Everybody
No,
should
yeah.
just join in. If they got a story, they got a story. Hop on the mic and say something.
Yeah. Especially with uh, artists coming from all over the world, from
Oh
the
yeah,
east
definitely.
side to the west side. So
Exactly. You know what
they
I'm
all
saying?
are.
Like, oh yeah, all over the place, all over the place.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then so what does hip hop personally mean to you?
I would say hip hop is a huge part of my life for sure. Due to like obviously not just because it's due to me being an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I've always listened to hip hop ever since I was a youngin, but making music and hip hop it's always started off as a coping mechanism for myself, and every time I start writing music it feels therapeutic to myself, so that's why I just stuck through it, stuck it out pretty much, and just stuck to the hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was good to hear. Yeah. It's very
Yeah,
therapeutic for a lot of people, honestly. And then it can get you in moods that like loving moods, hype
exactly,
moods,
like
anything.
Rod Wave for example, I get in my feelings listening to Rod Wave for sure.
Yeah. No, hell yeah. Okay, and then what in your perspective makes a great hip hop record?
I would have to say, starting off, it has to have a banging beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it has to have a catchy hook. It has to have a catchy start. You know what I'm saying? And like, it had like the artist really has to show like versatility, and that's with he could go with just the versatility of his flow change in between the song, or it could just be the versatility with his wordplay. Like Eminem, for example, like he says a lot of crazy things, but his wordplay is just immaculate. It's crazy.
No, yeah, it is. No, his wordplay is pretty crazy, and a lot of people hate on it because it's like,
Right. It's out of
uh,
pocket sometimes, but it's something. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's completely
yeah,
different.
no, yeah. And then let's see. So how do you discern that hip hop was the right genre of artistic expression?
Right. There's a lot of artists that I listen to, especially there's artists that I know personally, and they came from the same background that I have. Like they have seen and felt the same things that I've felt. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's
Hmm.
other artists out there that are mainstream artists that they speak about in their music that I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because like I went through something related to that, or just spot on. It's the same thing, you know. So once I started making tracks and stuff, it just like I don't know how to explain it. It's just that like once I started hearing all that, like you know, from the hip hop and stuff, like it's just that like I feel like my music was the perfect fit for it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all been through and felt a lot of related things with each other, even though we don't like you know the person could be halfway across the world. You know what I'm saying? But their story could line up with mine, and I'm all the way on the other side of the globe. You know, so that's why I figured out like it was the right fit for my music, and you know to stick with the hip hop.
No, yeah. All right, and then who are your paramount figures influencing your work within the
Oh,
realm of hip hop? Yeah, your paramount figures.
that honestly, it took me like when I really sit up and think about it, it takes me a while. But like if I really had to put my finger on a couple artists, my top three would have to be Tupac for sure, and
Hmm.
this other rapper. He's a modern day rapper. His name is AC though. He's from Stockton, but him for sure. And then my last pick will have to be Eminem for sure because like just his delivery on every track is just nuts, like crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds good. Yeah. Everybody
Yeah, for
loves
sure.
a little bit of Eminem, a little bit of
Oh yeah,
Pac,
definitely.
of course. Yeah.
No,
So
yeah.
now I'm gonna ask you a couple questions I have for myself. So what, when did you start? Why did you start? And how did you start?
Ooh, all right, for sure. When I started it, I want to say it was about sophomore year in high school. Because my uncle, he's an artist himself, and I was always amazed about the fact of like him recording stuff or like just I was always fascinated by like the work behind it, so I was looking into it and seeing the stuff that I needed sophomore year in high school. And it's kind of funny because my first setup my dad got for me. And I don't know if you want to cut this out, you know what I'm saying? But he got it
Yeah.
from a dope head, you know what I'm saying? He got it from a dope head. My dad gave the dude he gave him a bottle of liquor and a pack of cigarettes, and he gave me everything I needed, bro. It's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so sophomore year of high school, I started. Why I started, I was really influenced by my uncle because all my life, ever since I was a youngin', like 8, 9 years old, he was always coming out with music. You know what I'm saying? So I was always around the music. So that's why I started. I got really influenced by him. And I'm sorry, what was the last question?
And then what was it? It was when, why, how.
Oh,
Yeah, so
how?
it's pretty much just
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Pretty much, I got my studio equipment from some dude in the neighborhood. We made a fair trade, and yeah, that's how I got my first set of studio equipment. And then I ended up I ended up rocking with that little piece of equipment for about 1 to 2 years, and then senior year of high school, I ended up starting to buy like all the real deal stuff. So I started building my own little in-home studio. Unfortunately,
No,
it's
yeah.
locked in my at my closet in my old house because in my ladies' room we got no room for it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
I'm
I
so
feel
I'm
you.
taking the music to legit studios. I'm paying to get it done because we don't got the space here. But yeah,
No, yeah. No, that's sick though. That's sick though. And then
oh yeah, for
let me
sure.
so tell me a couple of your own favorite tracks from yourself.
Oh, the one of my favorite tracks for sure is it's more on the low end, like it's more on the low end of the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I make a lot of hype, like a lot of upbeat music, but it's it's on all platforms too. It's Do I remix. AC though is the original person, but I got the instrumental and I remixed it myself. And it's just spitting about like it's just talking about like having snakes around your circle, just fake love, XYZ, stuff like that. That's one of my
Hmm.
top ones, and for sure it would have to be the song that I got on Fizzler right now. It has to be "Look at Me Now" because like it's
Oh yeah.
yeah, that one it was really cool because like like Fizzler's a big platform, but like it was just the whole experience. It was crazy. I got like I rented out a spot in Sacramento and shot the video there. It was pretty crazy. That one, and I would have to say Smooth with it because the thing is that with my music, a lot of my music doesn't consist of a hook per se because the thing is that I struggle with hooks, so I can't make a
Yeah.
hook. I always struggle with it, so when Smooth with it, when I got that, the beat was legit named Smooth with it. That was the beat's
Oh, it was
name.
already called that.
It was already called that, so I was like, I messed with it and I was like, all right, we got a hook. So like I say those are my top three for sure because like I don't know, it's just like one of those top three I can't get old of. The verses in the song I can't get old with me. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell yeah. And then another question. What what instruments do you work with? Like personally, what instruments do you work on?
Oh, actually, I haven't actually like looked into like an instrument for myself, but I've actually been around like guitars and like bass guitars or whatnot. I've actually played electric guitar, but it was just something to mess around with. I never actually took classes for an instrument, but I've worked with
Mm-hmm.
several different instruments. I've worked with pianos, bass guitars, electric guitars, even acoustic guitars. But yeah, I'm most of the things that I play around with is more it's more electronic, like FL Studio making beats or whatnot. I got the
Yeah.
whole keyboard for that, the beat pads. But yeah, I've been
Mm-hmm.
around instruments, but myself, I don't play instruments.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay, and then all right, so as we're coming to an end here, you want to give a shout out to any new projects, any new music, and all your socials and everything?
Oh yeah, my socials they're all the same pretty much. You can find me at LILLOC 510. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with all my music platforms. I'm on all platforms. Just look up in all caps LILLOC. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got any new projects coming out. I got a few singles that I gotta go record, but hopefully soon once I get those singles knocked out, I can go into album mode and drop my first album. But yeah, appreciate you for
Yeah.
having me, bro. I appreciate it.
No, yeah. I'm so glad to be linking up with you again,
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
for
music.
sure,
Hell yeah.
bro. Oh yeah, definitely. It's dope. Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Us. What he say, little bitch, tear it off. Keep yapping next, yo, noggin coming off. Cock back, aim, and I activate the